Okay guys, we're going to do some coach placement, left leg, right leg, 101, so that you guys understand how team bonus cycles work and how to place coaches as you get started as a coach. We're going to keep this very simple. I'll make a video after this so it's a little bit more, a little deeper for those of you that are beginning to build your organization and want to know how to build that more effectively. So, I'll give you guys an example. Right here is my coach, Lindsay Matway. She's above me. I'm on her right leg. Right here, so we're going to talk about my organization right here. Everybody has a left leg and a right leg, so here's my left and my right. Once I personally sponsor, these are coaches that I sponsor, personally sponsor a coach on my left leg and my right leg, I'm an emerald. So PS, Scottie, PS for personally sponsored, Scottie. That right there will make me an emerald coach. I have a coach on my left leg and a coach on my right leg. In order for you guys to understand and find out which leg is your strong leg and which leg is your weak leg, you just need to ask your upline coach, or there's another way you can find out, and that is if you see coaches begin to be placed on one of your legs that don't come from you, that is your strong leg. For example, Lindsay's up here, I'm on her right leg. If she's placing coaches on her right, they're ending up down here under me. Okay? So, let's say these are Lindsay's coaches. I won't write it on there, but... So that right leg would be my strong leg. So I'm going to do Scottie, strong. And that would make my left leg my weak leg. Okay? Now, not everybody's left leg is their weak leg. And not everybody's right leg is their strong leg. It all depends on where you're placed, and I'm going to teach you guys that right now. And remember, we're going to stay very basic right here. So my left leg is my weak leg. What that means is nobody is going to build my weak leg but me. But the cool thing to understand is that myself and my coaches that I personally sponsor on that leg get to build that leg all on our own. So this is my PS coach. If I sponsor a second coach on my left leg, that's another PS coach, so I'll put PS. And then the thing to understand is that once these coaches right here that I personally sponsor, once they begin to place and sponsor coaches, they each have their own organization just like this. So that you guys understand, my coaches that are on my right side, their right leg is going to be their strong leg, because if I sponsor a coach over here, it goes down underneath them on their right side, so that's their strong leg. Now if I place a coach on my weak leg, which is this inside leg here, I place a coach right here on this left leg, it comes down here. That means this coach and this coach right here, their strong leg is their left leg. So it's opposite of what these guys are right here. Okay? And then every one of these guys has their own weak leg. And it will come in like this. They'll have their own organization. I'll give an example. Let's say, I'll just use the example of one of my coaches. This is Becky. Okay? Becky. PS coach. Okay. So if I place another coach on my right side, or Lindsay places on the right side, it's going to go down here. Becky now has a coach on her strong leg that is from her upline. Okay? And coaches from your upline don't count for rank advancement, but they do count for team volume, alright? Now Becky, her right leg is her strong leg, okay? Now her weak leg is her left leg, it's this inside leg. So for Becky to become emerald, Becky has to sponsor a coach on her left, and she has to sponsor a coach on her right. Let's say this is my coach, these are my coaches, Becky's my coach. So Becky has to sponsor a coach on her right, so Becky's coach. Becky's coach. So Becky has one coach over here, and she sponsors a coach on her weak leg. This inside leg is her weak leg. Becky's coach. Now Becky is an emerald coach because she has a coach on her right and on her left that she personally sponsored. So this is Becky's organization right here, starting right here. She has her strong leg and she has her weak leg. Okay. Now if she assigns another coach over here on her left, Becky's. Now she's got two personally sponsored coaches on this side. Okay, and each of these guys, let's say this is Becky's coach right here, Becky's coach Shiva, we'll say. So Shiva, if Shiva places the coach on her left, it goes next down here, okay? On this side it goes down to the next spot right here. So Shiva is now helping Becky build her weak leg. Now Shiva has got her own weak leg as well. I don't want to confuse you guys, but her weak leg is this inside leg right here. Okay? So Shiva begins to build her own organization, which is right here, all you can see. So I'm showing you guys my business right here. That would be the strong leg. This would be the weak leg right here for me. So I want to make sure that makes sense to you guys. You guys can comment on the video in the description below here. If you guys have questions, we can make sure to clarify that. But I want to make sure you guys know how you make an income with your coach placement, okay? One thing to understand is, I'm on Lindsay's right leg right here. If she sponsors on her right, it's going to come down here, down the line, down the outside, kind of like a triangle. Same thing here. If I start sponsor coaches on my weak leg, which I've been doing for a couple of years now, they're going to come next spot down like this, okay? And each of these guys, whether they're my PS coaches or let's say this is Brigitte, Linford, Jennifer, Greenberg, a couple of my Star Diamond coaches. They're on this leg, so their left leg is their strong leg. They build this way. And their right leg over here is their weak leg, the organization that they begin to build on their weak leg. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. So for example, my right leg is my strong leg. My left leg is my weak leg. I'm going to make this point right here. I recommend all of the coaches on our team, if you are sponsoring your coach and sponsoring your wife or a spouse into the business, we do a spouse on a weak leg. And the reason is, I won't go into it too much right here. So my wife is Gabby. So if I were to sign Gabby up, she would go here on my weak leg. And the reason is because if I build her weak leg for her, if I build her business for her, the weak leg is the leg that you get paid bonus cycles on. So everything that I build my wife's business into, I would get a bonus cycle on as her upline sponsor coach, and she's on my weak leg. So I'm going to briefly share how this works for you guys. So if you guys have questions, make sure to ask. But you have a strong leg and a weak leg, okay? The side that has the coaches being placed from above is going to be your strong leg. If you have questions about it, ask your upline coach or your upline Star Diamond, and they can help you identify which one is your strong leg. And then remember that inside leg is your weak leg. We're looking at my organization, and Lindsay's right here. Lindsay has a whole leg over here that's her weak leg as well. I will never see anything from that because I'm just on her right leg. So she's got a whole organization over here, so you guys can see the bigger picture. This is how it works. For every 100 PV on your weak leg to 200 PV on your strong leg, you make one bonus cycle. And over right here we have Emerald, Ruby, and Diamond. I'm sorry, I don't have the best handwriting. Okay, Emerald makes $14, Ruby makes $16, Diamond makes $18, okay? 14, 16, 18. Emerald means you have two personally sponsored coaches, one on the left, one on the right, you're Emerald. Ruby means you have 4 personally sponsored coaches, 2 on the left, 1, 2, 2 on the right, 1, 2. And then one of each of your personally sponsored coaches is an Emerald, like we talked about that you were first. So let's say this coach here, Brigitte, is an Emerald, and over here we got Becky is an Emerald, and I got 2 personally sponsored on each side. That is a Ruby coach. A Diamond is the same thing as a Ruby, except you add 2 more personally sponsored coaches on each side. So you have a total of 4 personally sponsored coaches, 4 personally sponsored coaches with 1 Emerald on each side. So that's a Diamond. So that is how the bonus cycles are paid out. $14 for Emerald, $16 for Ruby, $18 for Diamond. Okay? So, and remember that it's 100 PV on the weak leg to 200 on the strong leg. Okay, I want to make sure you guys kind of understand what PV is. I'll give you a basic breakdown, but every product has PV attached to it. Here's a basic idea. So let's say P90X is $120, right? Or Insanity is $120. So you got 120. The coach makes a 25% commission, which makes them $30 commission. Okay, you guys can't read that. You subtract that, you have 90 left. That's 90 PV. So that's 90 PV of cells that go into your organization. So understand and realize that this is all these coaches' own personal Shakeology orders as a coach, and anything that they sell, any product that they sell, Shakeology or any of the workouts, all counts towards PV, and that goes into your organization, your weak leg and your strong leg. And I hope I'm not getting too confusing for you guys, but I want to make sure you guys understand this. So to give you guys an idea, we have the weak leg, strong leg. At the end of the week, you get paid out every week. So at the end of the night, Wednesday, it's done, and you get paid. Bonus cycles on Thursday morning. This is how it works. So let's say my team here on the left side sells, we'll just say 1,000. Or sorry, not dollars. 1,000 PV. 1,000 PV. And over here on the strong leg is 3,000. 3,000 PV at the end of the week. Do the math. For every 100 PV on this side, 200 PV on this side, we have 10 bonus cycles because we had 1,000 PV. So 10 bonus cycles times, if I'm an emerald, times 140, I made $140 for my team from my team's efforts that week. If I was a diamond, it would be 10 bonus cycles times 18 for being a diamond. So I would have made $180 that week from my team's efforts. You know, if it's 140 PV over here and 300 over here, then I made one bonus cycle because I had 100 to 300. So I had one bonus cycle times 18, 16, or 14. So that's how you get paid bonus cycles. The important thing to understand is that there's no limit to how deep your organization goes or to how much team volume you have. For example, right now we are about 50,000 PV on our weak leg and about 150, 160,000 on our strong leg, which means as a diamond, you would make the bonus cycle times that calculation of 100 PV to 200 PV on the strong leg. Just so you guys understand this a little bit deeper, and I'll hit on the next video. You cap out what you can be paid on a bonus cycle depending on your rank. For example, a diamond, for your bonus cycle, you cap out at $2,000 a week. 1-star diamond, $3,000 a week. 2-star diamond, $4,000 a week. And so forth on up till 10-star, where you cap out at $12,000 a week in one business center. So we'll go into some more in-depth stuff on the next video I'm going to make right now. But this is the basics. So as you're beginning as a coach, the most important thing to remember is that you need to personally sponsor coaches both on your weak leg and your strong leg. Make an educated guess on where you want your coaches to be, with in mind that you get paid you know, this bonus cycle for every 100 PV on the weak leg. So make decisions like that. Remember, we are doing our spouses on the weak leg. Weak leg is the leg that doesn't get coaches from your upline. So remember that weak leg doesn't get coaches from the upline. And remember that it's the inside leg. And remember, as you do this, that everybody's organization is going to have a different strong leg and weak leg. For example, we'll say this is Brigitte. So her left leg is her strong leg, her right leg is her weak leg. Thing to remember is that as she begins to build her weak leg, right, it comes this way, like this. So the coaches she sponsors on this weak leg of hers, their right leg is now their strong leg, okay, and they each have their own inside weak leg as well. And then, the same thing goes, you know, for their organization, which would be just like mine, where this left leg is their weak leg, so it's opposite. So, hope that makes sense. If you have questions, comment on the YouTube video below, and I will make sure that it gets answered for you guys. There you go, Coach Placement 101. Hope that makes sense to you guys, and stay tuned for the more advanced version.